Hello students, in this video we have learned about microorganisms. Already you know microorganism means what? That is single cell or unicell. That microorganisms are otherwise called microbes. That microbes is classified in 5 categories. What are that 5 categories? That virus, bacteria, fungi, protozoa. See, first one virus already completed. Now going to explain bacteria. Bacteria is single cell prokaryotic. Prokaryotic means what? Prokaryotic means very simple. This is already you studied in the previous classes. Prokaryotic. Prokaryotic means nothing but very simple. This prokaryotic means without nucleus. Without nucleus. That is primitive stage. Primitive stage not having the nucleus. That category of the cells you consider in prokaryotic. So the bacteria is one of the prokaryotic cell. This is single cell. At the same time, this bacteria they are considered first living organism of Earth. First living organism on Earth. This is the first living organism. First living organism. On Earth. This bacteria having in small size. That small size means 1 micrometer to 5 micrometer. And then this bacteria is classified on the based on respiration. Respiration, there are two types. What are that? First one, aerobic. And second one, anaerobic respiration. See, very simple. Aerobic and anaerobic means aerobic respiration that utilized oxygen or required oxygen. Must want to need oxygen. Oxygen that utilizing the respiration process means that is called aerobic respiration. And then anaerobic respiration means not required O2. That means oxygen. Without oxygen. And then the study about how bacteria is called bacteriology. The study about bacteria is called bacteriology. Bacteriology. See, the very simple. Bacteria means single cell prokaryotic. This prokaryotic means they are not present in the nucleus. That means without nucleus. And then the bacteria size they are present in 1 micrometer to 5 micrometer. And then the bacteria is the first living organism of Earth. And then the study about the bacteria is called in bacteriology. The bacteria divided in two types based on respiration. That respiration, the two types, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means they utilized oxygen and anaerobic respiration means without oxygen. And then structure of bacteria. Explain about bacteria structure. This is the bacteria structure. See, you don't need the text because of the science is the plus point. What that means, the front of you having a diagram means that's better. You write the describe. You easily describe the structure, you get the full mark. So here the presence of the structure, you can write them one by one. What is that structure means? The structure is surrounded in membrane. So the bacterium has covering layer. That covering layer is called what now as that is capsula or capsule. That capsules that present on 3 layer, that is the cell wall. This cell wall that present on 3 layer. Then outer layer is capsula and middle layer present in cell wall and inner layer present in cell membrane. That cell membrane here mentioned. This cell membrane, that's the reason he had mentioned in and out. Inner cell membrane and outer cell membrane. So the cell membrane that surrounded that organism and outer layer present in cell wall and another one layer present, that is capsule. And then this organism take place in genetic material. This genetic material is not surrounded the cell membrane. That is DNA. The DNA the responsibility of the gene. And then external chromosome DNA the present. External chromosomal DNA present, that is plasmid. That plasmid present in cytoplasm. What is that? Plasmid. This is plasmid. This plasmid, if you will be studying them higher studies in briefly, because of this plasmid they are utilized in them biotechnology, then cloning technology, they are utilized in them vectors. And then here presence of the ribosomes. This ribosome carrying out protein synthesis. That protein synthesis main responsibility here presence of the ribosome. This ribosome also present in cytoplasm. And then here presence of the some thread-like structure the present in the outer surface. This outer surface that take place, this single layer, this thread-like structures is called in pili. This pili utilized in attachment. Where attached means any one place want to attach the organism, this utilized. They are given in rigid force. They are attached in easily. That purpose they are present in pili. And then flagella here present. This flagella, where want to move that organism from one place to another place. That means the locomotion, you know, they are moving from one place to another place. They are having so many reasons. Main reason for the food and then reproduction or shelter. This is the three reasons. Want to move that organism from one place to another place. Like that, this bacteria want to move from here to there means they are utilized in flagella. At the same time, on the basis of describe this bacteria number of flagella arrangement. Number on arrangement of flagella are classified in some types. And then they are having in one more classification of the bacteria. This based on size. The based on size means they are having in what are the size. The first one, bacteria size they are having in some types. First one bacilli, second one spirilla, third one cocci, and fourth one vibrio. See, the bacilli present in rod shaped. This rod shaped the present in like this. Rod shaped like this present. And then spirilla, the spiral shaped. The good example for Helicobacter pylori. The spirilla means the good example for Helicobacter pylori. This present in like this. Like that present. And then cocci. The example of cocci, Diplococcus and then Streptococcus, Staphylococcus. That means this cocci present in spherical or ball shaped. Maybe the present in like this. Ball shaped. Like that the joint together, the two ball like structures are joining means that is called in Diplococcus. Di or Diplococcus. Di means two, Diplococcus. And then Streptococcus. The Streptococcus means they are present in this like maybe arranged together will be formed in one chain. The chain like will be forming means that is called in Streptococcus. At the same time, this like ball like structure will be framed in one bundle. That bundle means the group of the cell. Like that present means that is called in Staphylococcus. And then vibrio, the common shaped. This is a good example for in Vibrio cholera. This is classified in bacteria size. See this one basically present in rod shape. The good example for Bacillus anthracis and spirilla present in the screw like structure. This is the spiral shape. The good example for Helicobacter pylori. And then cocci, the spherical or ball shaped. The present in the three category. First one Diplococcus. The Diplococcus means the two round circles that join together. At the same time, there will be formed in chain like means that is called in Streptococcus. And finally, the bunches that means the group of present means that is called in Staphylococcus. And finally, Vibrio. The Vibrio means the comma shaped. Maybe the present in like this. This like present means that is called in Vibrio cholera. So explain bacteria based on the arrangement of flagella. Flagella, you know, the before I draw the diagram, whole structure of the bacteria that mentioned in the green layer of one parts, that is the flagella that are using in movement from one place to another place. On the based on flagella number and arrangement, they are classified in these kinds. First one, Monotrichos. Monotrichos means the presence of the bacteria. This is the bacteria here present in single. Single means mono. So single flagella take place, that organism is called in Monotrichos. So the which organism present in a single flagella, that organism is classified in Monotrichos. The good example for Vibrio cholera. Vibrio cholera. And then Lopotrichos. The Lopotrichos means the same thing, the present in bacteria cell, one end, the present in bunch of the flagella or truck flagella, the present in group of flagella or bunch of flagella that are present. Like that present means that is called in Lopotrichos. The Lopotrichos, the good example for in Pseudomonas. And then Hampitrichos. Hampitrichos means nothing but the same bacteria cell, but this bacteria cells that are present in the both side or both end present in group of flagella or bunch of flagella present in both end. This like present means that is called in Hampitrichos. And then Peritrichos. Peritrichos means the same thing here present in one bacteria cell whole body. That means the entire body surface the present in flagella. Entire body surface present in flagella, that is called in Peritrichos. And then Heterotrichos. Finally, Heterotrichos is the only bacteria cell only the present, is not having then any external surface, that is not growing in any pili like structure or flagella like structure is absent. See, Monotrichos means then single end only present in one flagella, that is called in Monotrichos. Good example for it, Vibrio cholera. And Lopotrichos means the present in bacteria any one end present in bundle of flagella. That means the group of flagella that take place. That is the good example for in Pseudomonas. And Hampitrichos, the present in bacteria, the both end, that means the two side present in bunch of flagellas. That arrangement is called in Hampitrichos. Good example for the Rhodospirillum ruberum. And then Peritrichos. Peritrichos means the entire body, that means the outer surface of the bacterial cells that surrounded in flagella, that is called in Peritrichos. The good example for E. coli. And then finally Heterotrichos. Heterotrichos means that bacteria cells are present and outer layer or outer surface or outer membrane is not present in flagella. Her absence of the flagella is called in Heterotrichos. That is a good example of Cyanobacterium diphtheriae. Cyanobacterium diphtheriae. Now we explain in them based on the size of bacteria, Bacillus, Spirillum and Cocci, Vibrio, and this one based on the arrangement of flagella in these kinds. At the same time, the bacteria are getting in energy so many waves. They are getting energy from so many waves. What are the waves means? They are getting them photosynthetic or chemosynthetic. Photosynthetic means some bacteria that directly react with the sunlight. Directly react with the sunlight will get energy. That is photo. At the same time, the chemosynthetic, that means the presence of the chemical. They are utilizing in chemical. That chemical react with the sunlight will prepare in own food material. Like that, food material will getting from them so many ways that bacteria. At the same time, this bacteria is present in harmful effects. It's not present in merits. At the same time, here the presence of the bacteriums are classified in their merits and demerits. What are the merits that are present and what are the demerits that are present, I will explain in next class. Thank you.